the flight attendant accidentally knocked over a passenger's spoon, and in an instant, the passenger poured scalding coffee all over her. But at that moment, the flight attendant didn't dare to say a word, because the passenger was none other than the royal Thai princess, someone she could never hope to challenge given her own background. However, after returning to the galley, the flight attendant became increasingly furious. In a fit of revenge, she took off her high heels and started stirring the coffee with them, moving them back and forth in the cup. Then, acting as if nothing had happened, she served the coffee to the princess. To her surprise, the princess deliberately made things worse by pointing out that the flight attendant's sapphire ring was exactly like hers, questioning how someone like her could afford such an expensive piece of jewelry. In a fit of rage, the princess grabbed the ring and threw it on the floor, then stomped on it, saying that she was hungry and that the flight attendant should go prepare lunch. By now, the flight attendant was absolutely furious, but she had no choice but to comply. She quickly brought lunch to the princess, only for the princess to demand her work meal instead. Frustrated and desperate, the flight attendant, fully aware of the princess's allergy to seafood, went ahead and served her the seafood-laden dish from the staff's meal. To her surprise, after the princess had eaten a few bites of the seafood pasta, she began coughing uncontrollably. The flight attendant, seeing this, urgently suggested that the princess go rinse her mouth in the bathroom. What the flight attendant didn't expect, however, was that when the princess returned from the restroom, her face was covered in a rash from the allergic reaction, and she was staring at the flight attendant with intense, accusing eyes. At first, the flight attendant wasn't too concerned, thinking it was just a minor issue. However, she had no idea that the princess's condition would worsen after the plane landed. The next day, as the flight attendant was preparing for her return flight, she was shocked to hear on the news that the princess had unexpectedly passed away. Since the princess was a member of the nobility, her body had to be sent back to her home country within 8 hours. And so, her body was placed on the return flight along with the flight attendant.